phase, because there's not really anything like new because siege tanks or something with a long range to take that out. But right now, I mean, he's going to be mining off of this fifth base here fairly soon. Just needs to make sure that he can deal with this big ball of green. Some Baneling landmines might be a good idea. He does not have that burrow tech right now. So it's just that Idra has to be careful not to let this ball get into a very good position that he cannot surround.
Looks like a couple Marines are going to step forward, but Idra really realizing that there are no tanks on that. Banelings become way stronger. And now it looks like Idra's starting to roll forward with all those units. Bomber is going to need to have the perfect split. He is spreading everything out. Idra could win with just one single engagement.
Is going to be doing enough damage with this unit. Make sure we are about to find out. Only a couple groups of Marines have been left behind as Bomber not engaging this with everything he has, splitting up those Marines as best he can. Here come the Banelings. He needs to pull the fire down, and he's not able to bring it down. Still a fairly close game right now.
Idra needs to begin getting those
making 20 Marines at once.
Raiders fire. The adrenal glands desperately needs to get them up. Now that the medevacs are coming in, this Marine Marauder, this Marine only army has doing nothing else at all.
Yeah, and we do see now medevacs have been added in siege tanks as well. No upgrade on the tanks not quite yet, but they are near completion. Idra does finally find a way to secure that high yield expansion, working on the production facilities in the main base. Is going to be able to kill his barracks. You got to remember that every time you kill one barracks, it's like killing two, as I do believe the SBs know how it does right now. It's going to prevent 2 more Marines at a time. So right now, Idra's trying to do the harassment here, but again, it's not cost effective to engage these directly right now.
There it goes.
Looks like there's a huge swing.
Not able to completely carve that army down quite yet, but this high yield expansion being more and more exposed, but wisely, Bomber has been dropping his fuels there nearly mined out at this point, and we are seeing a transition into some forwards right now. Idra still sticking with that wheel.
Still not getting the free damage upgrade. He's going to do 1 upgrades for those ground units, but Bomber amazingly opening up with just 8 barracks at the start of the game. Has successfully extended this to the 21-minute mark. It may be over soon if Idra hits some huge Baneling drops.
And in reverse, if Bomber can get the perfect position, he could end it very quickly. Idra decides to fly on the right side of the line, split it up. The Baneling is trying to engage with the range. Wisely are running up the ramp, moving down the fuel position, and that is absolutely perfect. But it does look like Idra is going to be able to clean some. The supplies are about even though, but since those armies were split apart, I think kill all those quite yet. Idra still needs to be careful with these. Supplies are still identical, Sean.
Graves fire is getting close to finishing. Infestors are being constructed. Bomber continuing to macro his heart out. In the 3rd base, Bomber is running low. This one expansion is essentially Bomber's only tool to fight back. He must begin making the push up on Idra's side, but Idra has spine crawlers everywhere. This one planetary fortress might separate.
Still surprised by everything they're saying. And Quanto kill on the right side. Nice. Maybe coming under the non-stop harassment of Idra. But again, Idra just now about to get his +2 on +3 attack as we say. Again, still no single upgrade for the Terran's investors.
Terran's Bomber, dude.
And that is exactly what Idra has needed this entire time.
Now it looks like a drop will be attempted by Bomber. There's no trying to swing in this expansion. Starting going to that backside, there is a Thor there that can make a really huge shot on that right side. But Bomber's taking a good amount of damage in the main. It looks like Bomber has to be careful with these circling run bys. Needless count is starting to dwindle some. Blue boards on the way, Husky and Bomber trying to mine out that goal as quickly as he can. Help make his future expansions for the Blue Board crew.
Bomber going to be delaying some of the gas mining. A couple 30 minutes left. Go down. Idra was not able to intercept his drop perfectly, so that does mean his units will take a little bit of damage here, but no major losses in the tech. We do see it pushed out on the left side. Bomber is once again maxed out.
There's a couple spine crawlers.
Completely unstoppable here. We will see if Idra has the right unit composition to do just that. The high unit expansion is being
yeah. Like 2 or 3. Oh my goodness.
The Eagles take a gigantic beating from the throat, coats the ground. The Broodlord's doing huge damage from behind, but Bomber, the endless stream of events remains endless, and these Vikings need to get into action against those Broodlords before the Funky Growth.
Wow.
Man, the supplies now favor our 10 player because Idra just has not been able to kill off any of these expansions. Has whittled down the Viking count, which is good for these Broodlords. We do see a pretty large drop, attention on the left side. During that attack, there was a minor drop that attempted to land there, just way too many Spine Crawlers cleaning that up. I don't know if he's going to be able to break this down. But the upgrades for Idra looking pretty good. Still has that 2-2. Now it's a 3-2. And that also affects the Broodlings when they're on the ground engaging these directly. So it looks like Bomber's trying to break this. Don't know if he can though.
There goes his engaging right as he's finishing his level 3 upgrades and his level 2 armor. He has 2 Marines now starting to hit this expansion, and he's also swinging in from this backside. There are no Needless. They're going to be able to reinforce this. Idra does bring some Zerglings, and it looks like it might barely be enough, but up in the mid, it looks like some Fungal Growths are continuing to deal a lot of damage. The Corruptors need to help try to pick off all of these Vikings. Still 16 Marines at a time in production, and Idra does defend the left base.
Yeah, that is completely defended here, just barely enough Spine Crawlers to defend the center on the wall. More Broodlord on the way. Is there much Viking production? There is not right now, Sean. It's just going to be two Vikings on the field. Idra is now in the lead for the supply count. This is just crazy. This shows you what happens when 2 top macro players duke it out.
Idra now beginning to pick away in mid. Bomber does ramp up that Viking production. Only 2 players able to
Wow.
at a time.
That is a huge tell as to the state of where Bomber is at right now. Because you need just one
Huck, STC, MC, and these 2.
But the Broodlord count is looking terrifying as it is going to delay gas mining. There was still 4,000 gas remaining here. Bomber would have loved to hang on to that, but he does still have 3,000 gas saved up. So what Idra really needs to kill is this right side expansion. But that is really the only mining base left for Bomber here.
What position does Bomber go for? Sieged up in center, he has 4 Vikings up, trying to get more Vikings up as well. I mean, maybe a miracle nuke would be the fastest way he could possibly swing it in his favor, but I mean, I don't actually say that jokingly. A nuke really seems like the only effective way to break some of these infestor Broodlord numbers. When they get that high, every single Viking gets one Broodlord from the back is trying to do a little bit of harassment damage.
What a sneaky Broodlord.
Vikings. This also helps Idra get a sense of how many Vikings his opponent has.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's exactly why he did that. Losing 1 Broodlord, it really doesn't matter right now because we do have Corruptors on the way, and he may just keep those as Corruptors to deal with the Vikings. But Idra's unit composition is looking spot on. The ghost count is so low. Really what Bomber is going to need is maybe cloaking and then an EMP. We do see Idra moving in here. All he has is the Broodlord and every single investor, and this could be absolutely devastating. Idra goes in under. There is enough energy somehow for a Fungal or 2. Idra is about 50 supply in the lead. This is to make sure he has enough defense for these people. And it looks like Idra after a huge slugfest, a 30-minute game again. When they have something to mine shots, it's probably better that they're actually alive because this is going to, if nothing else, just help the supply for into Idra's favor. But at this point, Idra has 3,000 minerals, 2,000 gas saved up, probably a lot of larva to boot, and Idra, the momentum is on his side. As they say, 80% of the best of 3, where he wins game 1, he wins the whole series, proving that true again today. If he wins, he will be in top 4 position at this MLG still. In the tournament, re-expanding on the right side. Yeah, taking that one last mining expansion command, they're trying to land there, but that's not going to happen. Idra will have none of it, and Bomber doing everything he can to hang on here. Over and over again, but these investors, they do have enough energy remaining.